Hello dear fans. Assassins, Ancient Legends and Historical Truth. Thanks to modern popular films and computer games, many have heard of the mysterious Order of the Assassins. But few people know the real history, traditions, and worldview of these brave and cruel warriors. The history of the creation of the Order of the Assassins. There are a huge number of myths and speculations about the Assassins. The main thing is not to confuse fictional characters from books and computer games with real historical characters. The history of the origin of the Order of Assassins begins with the death of the legendary Islamic prophet Muhammad. As a result of this sad event, there was a split between Sunnis and Shiites. As a result of a fierce struggle, the Sunnis came to power, and the Shiites were outlawed and split into many religious sections. The leader of one of the Shiite sects was Hassan ibn Sabah, nicknamed the Old Man of the Mountain. Remarkably, he previously studied and communicated with such great people as Omar Khayyam and Nizam al-Mulk. Hassan ibn Sabah chose the Alamut fortress as his base. Interesting fact, the fortress was occupied without a fight. The Elder of the Mountain came to the city under the guise of a teacher and gradually converted the bulk of the population to his faith. As a result, people followed him, and the current rulers of the fortress had to flee to save their lives. Hassan ibn Sabah created the Order of the Assassins, after which many more fortresses were captured and a separate theocratic state was created. A distinctive feature of the teachings of the Assassins was unquestioning obedience to their ruler, whom they practically deified, and a complete ban on luxury. The Assassins showed contempt for death and were not afraid of it. Moreover, they could commit suicide without hesitation on the orders of the Old Man of the Mountain. Hassan ibn Sabah was an outstanding personality, had a unique talent as an orator, was very clever, cunning, and eccentric. To rule the people, he often resorted to very original methods of influence, arranged various hoaxes, and frightening performances. The Assassins' history as assassins began with Nizam al-Mulk. Former schoolmates in adulthood have become bitter political rivals. As a result, Hassan ibn Sabah decided to eliminate the enemy and organized an attempt on his life. The killer, disguised as an old dervish, entered the personal palace of Nizam al-Mulk and killed him in the presence of many witnesses. Myths and truths about the mysterious Order of Assassins. The very notion that the assassins were invisible killers is fundamentally wrong. According to modern realities, they are more likely suicide bombers. Most of their actions were high-profile, bloody, and political assassinations. The elimination of important influential people was public and intimidating. In many cases, the assassins did not hide from the scene of the crime and, having committed the murder, shouted various appeals to the people. A popular legend about the assassins is that they actively took drugs, in particular hashish. The order really bore the name Hashishin, but this was associated with the name of their leader, Hassan, or with their nickname Beaters or beggars. The myth that the selection for the assassin order was extremely careful and very tough is actually very close to the historical truth. Those wishing to become assassins did undergo many different tests before joining the order and training. The whole world learned about the Order of the Assassins thanks to Count Heinrich of Champagne. It was he who was admitted to the Alamut fortress and dedicated to the history and some secrets of the order. A real historical fact, the dynasty of the rulers of the Assassins has not been interrupted. Prince Karim Aga Khan IV, spiritual leader of the Nizari, billionaire and philanthropist, is a direct descendant of the last Old Man of the Mountain and is formally considered the bearer of the title of Lord of the Assassins. Thanks for watching.